today. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership. That's what he's trying to accomplish.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the gun on 3rd down. Whip rolling to his left. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A good decision in the end. The pull it and run gets him 9 yards and a first.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts are going to get it at the 20. The Indy offense making their way out, and it is Jacob Eason from Washington at quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
He was brought down at the...
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Gain of 12.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, Jacob Eason. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
First and goal.
That one goes for 30 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it was capped off by a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
To throw on second down. Whip sliding out of the... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A.J. Epinesa in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
It's now 3rd and 8.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Colts 7, Jaguars nothing.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Whip. He'll leave it for Hunt. Complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. Eason on second down. Campbell making the catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Gain on the play. First down, Indianapolis.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And that is incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and that'll bring up second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, it's Taylor. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
C.J. Henderson on the tackle. A gain of 12.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State. It's USF's Marlon Mack. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Down at the 37.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Here's Marlon Mack. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Marlon Mack.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tackle made by Malik Hooker.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
At the 38-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave with a third down.
The tackle made by Brock Yassin.
From the gun, Witt. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. He'll try and run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Looking to throw on second down. Witt. That one is caught by Hunt. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
On 1st and 10, Whip. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Off play action. Whip. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
29-yard line.
Off the play fake. Whip. They'll roll him out right. And it's a fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Following the fumble recovery, Eason. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
First down, Indianapolis.
First and 10, Eason. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun is Eason. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Eason's pass intended for Mike Gesicki.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing again. Eason. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Mike Gesicki in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
So here are the Colts to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Operating from the gun. Eason looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. From the gun, Eason. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
1st down, Indianapolis.
On 1st down, Eason. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Throwing on 1st down, Eason. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Operating from the gun, Eason toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Taylor at the ball.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Here's Eason to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense is going to take over at their own 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They'll run on first down. Taylor, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Andrews pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Jaguars'
Taylor.
43-yard line.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. On 1st and 10, Eason. Now a short one to Gesicki. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
To Mike Gesicki. A 7-yard pickup.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, Eason. His throw caught at about the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
At the 2-yard line.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to...
And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jaguars getting set to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
The throw over the middle, taken in, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Here's a first down throw that's complete, and he's taken down inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Off the bootleg. Whip. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. A.J. Epinesa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Eason. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Eason targeting Godwin once more, this time complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Indianapolis.
from the gun. Eason. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Touchdown. Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. On first down, Witt. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Operating from the gun, Witt. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing on first down, Witt. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was that they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Colts, they remain